purposes, and college football shrines. You know Touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hale. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So SMU's offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And now we get a look at Kevin Jennings. A lot of pressure on these two quarterbacks. They know the guy on the other side can put points on the board. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside. It's Green. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Mustangs are flying down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Green. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Will they keep it on the ground again? You're on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Green. And he's wrestled to the ground. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and they'll have to convert third and long to keep it going. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Unleashes one deep. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. So Notre Dame's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes the big tight end. He made 5 grabs, 3 touchdowns in their victory in the last game. Looking for open space. It's Mobley. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Makes it past the marker. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Mobley. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here's Carr to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Back to pass, it's Carr. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way.
There's some room. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside. It's Mobley. Picks up the first down. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So an 82-yard drive there, and it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage. And, hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender's going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Mustangs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Nice move there. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. After one quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Going for it all. Touchdown, SMU! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. A designed run for the quarterback. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Now on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Play action, C.J. Carr unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun on third down, Carr. Going to take a shot at this DB. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up. A solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. He's looking to throw. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Carr. Got a man. It's Mobley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Got the quick pass. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback keeper. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Walton. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Throwing, Carr. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Inside, it's Green. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. The option, the keeper. Could be an alley. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. Pulls it and runs it again. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Makes the grab. It's Knight. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. The short hands, it's Knight. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, these wide receivers work the middle of the field. So much of this is feel, understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the option, he'll toss it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. SMU spends his second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Touchdown, Mustangs! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside, it's Mobley. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
The Mustangs will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This injury could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on it?
Guys, I caught up with Notre Dame's head coach coming out of the locker room. Their running back has sustained a lot of hits in that first half. He did a terrific job rushing for more than 50 yards. He has been so strong at the point of attack, but he is starting to absorb some blows. You can see it in his body, a lot of bruising, some abrasions. I'll keep you posted on how he continues to work through all of this contact. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Back to the ground with the running back. There's a crease. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. You got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Green. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can go.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third